So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
But in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, D-line, let's get it. 24. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I got him. I got him. Now we go. Where's 52?
Now Watson operating from the gun. Finding fouls complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
I got him. I got him. Back to mine. I got him. I got him. Mike 52. Mike 52. Mike 55. Man up, deep. Man up.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Better bring it. You better bring it. You better bring it. No, Mike 52. Mike 52. Alert. I want that. Control. Defense. Give me that.
Operating from the gun. Watson, flush to his right.
You ain't going
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
You set. 19, 29. Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
First down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Loss of a yard brings up third down and 2.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Five. He's checking crowd.
Play fake. Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Good. 380. 55. Hey, eat. Load it. Tight dog. Switch.
On first down, Gordon. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guys, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught one-handed intended. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Come on, fellas.
Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 57 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
They'll run on first down. Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Good set. Good team. Come on now. Come on now. Time to go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You must be getting time to go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You gonna get down and go. You think you gonna get there? Down and go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's got Miller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son. You 54. Where's 52? 52's the mic.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's make these babies. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch your slack, watch your slack. Down and go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check. Lucky.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 4.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is it. 19. 24 down, he's coming. We take the win home. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch. This shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Hey, check Mike 57. 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
56. 19. I got you, son.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Rivers on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
check, 390. Black 11.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes.
Yellow, 180. Present. Yellow. There's a water, right? Present. Fire down these two. 180. Present. Yellow. Let's go 180. Present. Present. One, 180. Present. Yellow. Let's go 180. Present. Yellow. 180. Present. Yellow. Let's go blue 80. Present. Wait. 180. Present. Yellow. That's a wait. Present. Yellow. Let's go. Present. Fire down these two. Let's go 180. Present. Yellow. Let's go blue. Present. Wait. Present. Yellow. Let's go on. Present. Yellow. Let's go blue 80. Present. Yellow. Let's go on. Present.
All right, men, bring it in tight. Let me tell you something. That was the best practice of the season. Not a single...
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 180. 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after.